Right. This wisdom will grant you salvation. Right. This wisdom will grant you on the chariot. All right. Not getting a college education. So remember, we went back. I remember you pointed out way back. Degree. Yeah. Go back downgrade. Downgrade. So you think you're gonna go to college and upgrade? No, you're going to downgrade yourself. Right. Why? Because you're getting farther from what? You have about some shot. You're getting farther from the fear of the Lord. Right?
Yeah, even Trump, he came out and said the list of professors would no longer be.
Oh yeah,
professors like nurses and
the doctors and the nurses and shit. Yeah, the RN.
Because basically, when you go to college, they have you venture off into all these different books and different philosophies. Scripture say for the making of many books.
Yeah,
you know. So you dealing with a lot of these so-called philosophers who have heathenistic beliefs.
right.
You know, right? Even though they might have some different knowledge that can be used for this world, but the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. So technically, you are downgraded.
Yeah.
Which even they knew. I forgot who it was that said. A college, a thorough understanding of the Bible, is better than a college education.
Yeah, Theodore Roosevelt, who's the president.
He was the president.
Yeah.
And some of those college classes really be irrelevant. You know?
Yes, a waste of time.
Why the fuck I'm taking this?
And it really just teaching you to trust Esau.
That's it.
That's all it's really teaching
That's
you
it.
to do. It's teaching
More
you. If he said it's facts.
And it lifts you up with pride, right? Because now you're thinking because your name is on a piece of paper saying that you have this level of achievement. Right? Now you better than everybody.
Right. Yeah, hoes walking with their nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch, you ain't shit.
But a lot of times that level of achievement doesn't reflect the success, right, that it's supposed to come with.
It's a symbolic victory.
Yeah. Like JB still working in a warehouse with a bachelor's of law.
Yeah.
Dang.
I told you that.
Yeah.
I worked at Burger King, and her name was Miss H. I worked at Burger King. She had 2 degrees. She had a bachelor, and she had something else. And we working at Burger King together.
Dang.
Because she was like every other job that she tried to get in her field, she was overqualified in her field. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Through.
Yeah.
And this system is it's a game.
It is.
That's what it is.
It's a rigged game too.
Yep.
Jake playing by the rules and losing and don't realize it's a rigged game.
Yeah.
Look at how Esau playing it. At this point, Esau's so cut though. He cutting his own people off, and they don't even see it.
Yep.
The red hat man was a Trojan horse. Set y'all up to think that he was gonna bring white privilege back, and he didn't.
Right.
He finessed you first quarter. First quarter he got in there, he finessed you.
Yep.
Trade war. The farmers catching hell behind the trade war.
Yep.
Hey.
In Ohio, they taking off them red hats. Because they in line at the food bank.
Yeah,
you can't be in line at the food bank with a red hat on.
Yep.
You support the nigga that's got you at the food bank.
Yep.
Because that's how cutthroat Esau is. At this point, he's put his own people in the food chain. The elites are not loyal to any nation.
What does scripture say? He didn't do it. He said he did not do good to himself.
That's what I was doing. Yeah, matter of fact, that's the spirit. Because as you quoting it, I'm trying to quote it.
Yeah,
you know.
Come on, man, Karami.
I got it.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 4:14-5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods.
Yeah, and there's one that say, he cast away his vows.
Right.
You know, because that goes into pity.
Right.
He don't show no pity, not even to himself.
Yeah, vows of mercy.
Yeah. So when you deal with what the scriptures say, if this man should not be taken out of the way, no flesh would be saved. That included himself.
Because look at how he treating his own.
Yep.
And Jake think that they're gonna find some compassion in a man that's willing to throw his own people in the street.
Yep.
He done fed his own people to the war. These wars is gonna destroy his people too.
Yep.
And the elites, they have a term called transnational, meaning they're not loyal to any nation. That's why China look on paper like they're against the West, but they still got connections with Israel.
Yeah.
Why? Because the elites' money is transnational.
Yep.
And in order for you to play ball, you gotta be allegiant. You're loyal to the capital. You're loyal to the money that they possess.
Yeah, this is like 10-9. Why is earth and ashes proud?
Right.
There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
Right.
Yeah. Because if all you are concerned with is how much you can gain and how much you can get, then you won't go no limit to get there. Right. There's no limit that you won't go to get what you want.
Esau.
Even destroying your own people.
Yeah.
And that's why the Lord said, how has the faithful city become a harlot? Because our people sold themselves up.
That's it.
You
That's
become a harlot. When you're willing to exchange money for services,
Yep.
that's a harlot.
Yep. Oh, in the Maccabees, wicked man when it made covenant
Right.
with the heathen.
With the heathen.
Right. Yeah.
Because you compromise your integrity.
Yep.
Because that's what it really goes down to. If you're dealing with a harlot, they compromise their integrity
Yep.
for services rendered,
Yep.
payments that are rendered. And that's what our nation has turned into, a bunch of spiritual harlots. They're willing to go wherever the money is.
Do whatever for the money.
Jake could say that, and they'll brag about that as if that's something to brag about.
And that's
A
why
real man is a man of integrity.
that's why the scripture say the love
Exactly.
of money is the root of all. It's the love of it.
Right. It say money is a defense.
That's
But
right.
if it increase, don't set your heart on it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Then it say, for such a one sitteth his own soul to sell.
Right.
Because while he liveth, he cast away his bow.
And that's why you see a lot of people when they make it. That's what happened. They sold their souls to have the fortune and the fame and the glory on this side.
Right.
Why? Because they tapped in the mindset of Esau, because that's what Esau done.
And it's
Right? And you go into Genesis,
Yep.
he sold his birthright. But what? But what's up me?
And it's short lived. And Jake don't realize that till they get in it. And you can hear them rappers talk about it. They get jaded. You can get used to anything in life.
Yeah.
Jet setting is cool when you ain't used to it.
Yeah.
When it's just how you get around, it's just like the car you drive now.
Yep.
To somebody, that car's their dream. Because they ain't got a car. But to you, it's just another Tuesday. So you get used to anything. That's why the Lord said, what would it profit a man if you gain the whole world and you lost your own integrity? Because you can't come back from that.
Just like I was watching the interview with Mike Epps, he was sitting down, he was talking to Jim Jones. He said the thing about so-called black people having money is that they can only flex on other so-called black people.
Yeah. So they said what's called.
Like you can't flex on the white man. No, you know. Like they give us their money so we can shit on each other.
Right.
So okay, you can go jet set, but all your people in the projects, you know, they can't see nothing. So you doing that so many times, but yet you have no plan or no heart to build up your nation.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, back in 2008, Lil Boosie tried to do that.
Yeah. And Esau ain't gonna let you do it.
And what happened to him? They ended up locking his ass up. They brought charges on him because he went out of their district trying to give back to the community in New Orleans. They ended up locking his ass up.
Well, they say in the land of the blind, the man with one eye is the king.
That's it.
So if this man has all the power to buy this, afford this luxury lifestyle jet set, when he comes from the projects, well, his people look at him and like, damn, he used to sell dope. That's how he got
Right.
it. You know,
Right.
man. So now you thinking, and that's what Esau wants. That's the trap. He's allured you into a life of crime in order to get what that one token nigga he gave.
That's it. That's the bait.
That's the bait.
He is the bait.
He's the bait.
Let me put a chain on him.
Yeah.
Let me put him in all the clubs. Let me give him 40,000 to just hit every city.
Yep.
And let the world see it.
And then they did Tupac.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's the bait. And then it lead a lot of jakes into these privatized prisons.
Yep.
Now you balled out for 2 summers and spent 40 behind the wall.
Woo.
Crazy math.
Woo.
But in a moment, Esau make you look like you can make it too.
Yep.
What they call it, the product of their vibe.
Exactly.
They who call Taiwan's niggas.
Right. I got one real quick. It's 1 Corinthians 4:8. Now ye are full, now ye are rich. Ye have reigned as kings without us. And I would to God ye did reign, that we also might reign with you. Going into the brother's point that they can only reign as kings amongst their own people. Because you can't go to Calabasas and do that.
Yeah, you can't go to you know what I'm saying, Beverly Hills and do that.
Yeah. And that's going into reigning as kings. You're not really a king.
Nope.
You cosplaying as a king because this ain't our rest.
All right.
So you taking a piece of Esau's inheritance, compromise your integrity to take it, and you still lose it.
Horribly.
That's why they make you do stuff behind closed doors so that you know and they know.
Yeah.
So just in case you forgot where you at, remember what
you had to
we
do.
did.
Yeah, remember what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Don't
then
forget.
if that don't work, they what they
Yeah.
do, they put you in jail.
Exactly.
R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Bill Cosby. Because remember,
Yep.
Bill Cosby, what he tried to do? He tried to buy what's called from there?
CBS.
CBS from there. Oh, no, nigga, you is not young. They locked his ass up. You know what I'm saying? Lawyer fees and court costs, they stripped that money away from him.
Diddy is the perfect example of this.
Yeah.
Diddy was the
Exactly.
pinnacle of so-called black excellence.
Yep.
Offered $50 million and couldn't get out of jail.
Yep.
To show you that money don't always equal power. Money don't equal access. You're a high-paid servant, and the proof of that is that you can present 50 million and they'll still freeze your assets until you know what the 50 in
Couldn't
live.
even get out on bond.
No,
Right.
that's what the 50 was for.
Couldn't even get out on
He was
bond.
gonna put up 50 million in assets just to bond out, just to wait, just to be free.
So he
during
could be
trial.
comfortable to wait for his trial. I said, nah, nigga, you ain't gonna be comfortable
They said,
waiting on the trial.
just to show you that you have no power in the society. And this is the pinnacle of so-called
Black
black excellence. And he couldn't get out of his situation.
Yeah, 'cause he not knowing Job 9:24.
Right.
This is not our risk, man. The
Right.
earth is given to the hand of the weak.
And that's what they were saying too about LeBron James. Yeah, who was saying and said, yeah, he do for a sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know, because he's had this polished career all these years.
Being the king.
Well, the perfect role model, no stain on his his resume.
Yeah.
So you can imagine what type of sacrifices he had to make.
Gotta maintain it.
You know, to even have the title of king.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Esau beside.
Where Esau is calling you king in his society, it don't matter of anything. You know, so
Right.
we'll see. Like, because what happens with Jake is Jake conscious kicked in, and once they reach they're willing to do what it takes to get there, but then when they get there, that soul, the conviction of the soul comes in, and like, look, I shouldn't have to do this no more.
Right. Conscious.
Right.
Conscious.
Right. You gotta keep doing it.
Well, what if I get somebody else to do it for you? Are you gonna get somebody else? Give me your son. You see?
That's wicked.
Now you ain't gonna just give me who you want to give me.
Now you gonna give me who I ask.
Give me who I ask. Yeah, I want somebody. If you don't want to do, okay, give me your son.
Ew.
Wicked.
Give me your mama.
Ew.
You see what I'm saying? That's but that's the reality of what's going on in their world.
And that's why the beauty of it is that the Lord really stopped brothers from going down those paths
Yep.
to learn the hard way.
Yep.
All brothers have talents. We're a nation full of talented individuals. Scriptures say the precious sons of Zion worth their weight in gold.
Yep.
So as a nation of people, we're a talented nation of people, but the Lord really allowed the elect to not have to go through that shit to see it.
Yep.
To have to go somewhere where you can't return. And that's the beauty of this truth, man. It'll save you even from yourself, man.
Yeah. I bring that something quick.
Yeah.
This is Revelation 3:17 in the NLT. You say, I am rich. I have everything I want. I don't need a thing. And you don't realize that you are wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked.
Because real riches is not materials.
Right. Right.
Real riches is wisdom.
Right.
That's why I say riches profit nothing in the day of wrath.
Right.
You know?
Hey, material is Esau's game.
Yep.
See, the Lord made Esau an empty soul. So how does he cover that up? With possessions.
Yep.
That's why scripture says his desire is as death and he cannot be satisfied.
Yep.
Why? Because there's an appetite that cannot be satisfied.
Yep.
Because he's an empty soul. That's why Jake don't need much to function in society.
Man.
Jake can have more joy with a 50K little gig and
Yeah. Air mattress.
Yeah.
1 bedroom.
Jake know how to be
Plain man.
have joy.
Yeah.
When you look at it, the Edomites, they don't experience joy. They can have more than heart could wish, but they don't experience joy like Jake. That's why they hate seeing Jake smile, Jake having barbecues.
Yep.
And they look at it, they're like, I know they ain't got 200,000 saved, though. How the fuck they?
Yeah.
And it's because the Lord gave our people a rich spirit, man.
Spirit.
Yeah, it don't take much for Jake. If
Right.
Jake, so what? Some beer,
Right.
fat booty, chicken, maybe a PS5 system.
Yeah.
He good.
Yeah.
Hey, I seen a homeless Jake, and he was so happy. It was mind-boggling. Like, and I know I could tell he was happy because his clothes was neat. He had a tent under the viaduct, and there wasn't no trash around it.
Yeah.
I offered him some food. He's like, no, I'm good. Thank you. He's like, I got food stamps. I'm good. You know, I had never seen nothing like it. But that showed me like it's all about your spirit and your mind.
Right.
Let's say home is what a heart is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's what you make out of, and that's how Jake is. Jake
Right.
got heart.
Right.
Jake got heart to make whatever living conditions they're in, because that's why the Lord tell us to be grateful.
Right.
You know, a spirit of gratitude is more powerful than any riches.
Right.
You know, but a covetous spirit will destroy you, man.
Right.
You know, because you got all these things, but then you always want something else.
Yeah.
You know, that's the spirit of the demon.
And it'll never be enough.
It'll never be enough.
And that's the spirit of Esau.
Exactly.
That's what did it Habakkuk? Habakkuk 3. He can never be satisfied.
Habakkuk 2.
Yeah, Habakkuk 2, yeah. He can never be satisfied. People to him all things, all people.
Yep.
And our people have adopted that same spirit.
That's it.
They really just cheap versions of the so-called white man. All the treachery that he do across the globe, they do in the hood.
That's it.
So as the king.
They the great value version of Esau.
Such a great vibe.
That the cereal in the bag compared to the
And that's why it's a miracle that the Lord brought us out of that mindset. 'Cause we was in that mindset, you know, living the lifestyle of Esau, so to speak, you know, in the world.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they got to make sense. The apostles, you know, they used to say back in the day, I forgot which the elder said, you can buy a nigga cheap.
Yeah, yeah,
They had a great value, man.
yeah.
yeah. Because Esau done taught our people to judge their status based on what they possess.
Yeah, material.
That's not our natural estate. That's
That
people.
gain is godliness.
Right.
Yeah.
Matter of fact.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all all right?
I got one real quick. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 15.
So I got a spot.
Luke chapter 12 and verse 15. And it reads, and he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness.
Yeah, take heed and beware of covetousness.
Right. For a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesses.
That's it.
That's it. Beware that, man. Beware covetousness.
Yep.
Because a man's life don't consist of what he possesses. If your life consists of what you possess, your confidence is determined by how much you have and don't have.
Yep. The scriptures tell you to covet the best gifts.
Right.
Yeah.
And the ultimate thing is to be able to prophesy and receive
That's it.
the things of righteousness,
Right.
which are written in the Holy Bible.
And if you're rooted in that, whether you're abased or bound, your confidence stays the same
Yeah.
because it's not determined by the possessions.
Yeah.
That's why the elect are blessed on this side, because the Lord has rooted them in something money can't buy. Money can't buy faith. You can't teach a man faith.
Nope.
You can teach a man the scriptures. You can't teach him faith. That's a gift that has to come from the highest.
That's it.
And if that's your gift and you're rooted in that, whether you have or don't have, your confidence is never shaky.
Faith gives you the ability to make something out of nothing.
Right. And it's that trust. It's the trust that this too shall pass.
Yeah.
That just like the Lord took care of me on the last trial, and I didn't know how I was gonna get out of it, and the Lord got me out of it.
Yeah.
He'll do the same for me on this one. I just gotta stick it out.
That's it.
I watched Jake build a house literally out of the mud. Like
Damn.
dug his house into the ground. He had one little hand saw and like a shovel, a hand shovel and a hand saw. He cut down trees with the hand saw. He dug the house out of the ground.
Man.
Man, bro, and that gave me like that was a faith booster. Like you can make literally something out of nothing. Like all you need is faith, bro. Like and then when he got the house, you know, put together, he made him a bed. He made him a fire pit.
I know what you're talking about.
I was like, God, that's cold. And then bro, he's like, well, what are we gonna do? Faith is what we're gonna do.
That's it.
Faith is what we're gonna do, man.
You got a lot of Edomites because they got the money and stuff, right? They got the ability to do it. There's an Edomite made a whole home out of the school bus.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't need much.
Whole home out of the school bus.
Yep.
You don't need much.
Yep.
But that's why Esau trick our people. He
Yep.
trick you into thinking that you need more than
You need more than what you got. Yep. Yep.
That's how he keep you on the half with.
Yep.
Dang. This Philippians chapter 4, verse 12. I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound.
Right.
Everywhere, in all things, I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Yahweh Shai, which strengthen me.
There you go. And he strengthened you. What? He strengthened you in your mind. Yeah. All right. And we do all things to get how shot. Yeah. Call upon the name, you have my shop, you know what I'm saying? Because I do that when I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? If I be getting a welding and shit, if I gotta do something important, I actually have my shot to guide my hands and help me with it.
Hell
If
yeah.
I'm gonna fail, you know what I'm saying? Because I know how the Edomites get down.
Hey,
I know they ready to scout. You know what I'm saying? They ready to fire a nigga.
they say pray without ceasing, man.
Yeah.
Talk to the Lord like you're in the passenger seat.
Yeah, you got your always. You gotta pray to the Lord before you do anything. You have a small shot with me.
Yep.
And guess what? He gonna seize you through that.
Right.
Yep.
Sometimes the Lord will put certain trials on you just so you can talk to him.
Yeah.
That's why I
You
did.
ain't got no choice.
I ain't heard from you in a while, boy. Boy, where you been?
So he start catching the hell.
Yeah.
How about some shot, please?
Yeah.